Hey there, welcome back guys. In this video I'm going to show you how to print one part in a group of parts from your STL file. Let's say you're printing something and it prints together and it's stuck together and you can't ungroup them, and you only need, let's say for example, this part. This is the part to Wally that I broke while trying to put him together. And when you print this STL file and convert it into a G-code, it prints all in one piece, and you just basically snap everything together like a puzzle and it works well. But if you break apart, I'm like, how do I just print one part? Anyway, in this video we're going to show you how, so that you don't have to drive yourself crazy and waiting 16 hours. It took about an hour just to print one part, and you can do this with just about any STL file. If you can't do it, it basically means the STL file just isn't functioning in the way it should, and you should reach out to whoever built it, and they should be able to help you. I'll leave a link in the description, because when I was doing the this guy right here, the dummy 13, it wasn't possible. They told me to reach out to the guy who created it, and because I wanted to basically print parts individually. And you can if you download everything, but there's a file that's meshed together, and you just can't. Whereas with this file, put together beautifully, and you can print any part individually. Anyway, you're probably wondering how. Without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so in this video we're going to open up Cura so we can ungroup some files. It's Cura Ultimaker 5.6.0. You'll see your build plate here. This is the file that has all the pieces bound together, so you can't really do much. If you see it like this, you see, and we can zoom in a little bit, and basically this whole thing just folds in. In this case, I don't think we're going to fold it in. Maybe what we want is this piece right here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to see, these are the different view options. Okay, that's one view, that's that view, and we want top view. Okay, now what we're going to have to do is, we can't do anything. Let's say I want to take that. I can't. I just want one piece. And you see, if you put it there, if it's out, anything outside the build plate won't print anyway, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the marketplace, and in case you can't see it, I will activate it for you guys. Right there, see the yellow marketplace, and you'll have, this will show up. We're going to type in mesh, MESH, press enter. It'll load, and it's going to be 1, 2, 3, third one down. And we're going to click install. And you can read all this if you like, but in the meantime, while you do that, I will just hit accept. Now you're going to quit Cura because we need to restart it. Okay, and then after that, we're going to open up Ultimaker Cura again. Remember, it's 5.6.0. This is the latest version on your Macintosh, in case you're wondering. Which OS? It's, I believe, Sonoma 14.3.1. Okay, and we'll just close that. So again, our build plate is empty. This is the file, right? Now we just need that one part right there, but we just can't get it. We don't need to see X-ray view. You're going to view from top, which is the middle one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and there, that's a good positioning. So now I'm going to press it, and then right click, and then the menu appears. You see that? But you want the top menu, which is mesh tool. Then you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Split model into parts. Okay, you press it, it'll take a little bit of time. The application will do everything it needs to do to split everything, and you'll know when this menu in front of us disappears. Means that, yep, it's been split. Okay, so now any part you want, but before you start moving parts, make sure you're in move. See right there is move, and then you have scale. You want to be here on move. Okay, so now if I can move any part I like or choose, right, and I can just take it. Let's see if I can take that one. See that? Or maybe I just need that part. But in my case, I need one particular part, which I know I need. So what I'm going to have to do is move it back onto the build plate and then delete. So I need to delete that. I'm going to press it and delete it, press it and delete it. So this will take a little bit, but this is great. Or you can just cut and paste, right, and open up a new project window, and then just take the and then paste the other part in. I believe that's one way, but I'm just going to do it nice and clean, straight from the build plate. And you can do this with any of the parts you need. I tried doing this with the dummy 13, but it didn't work. So depending on the developer's file, will determine whether or not you will have the experience that we are having right now, if that makes any sense. So this is the part I need. I'm going to do Command A for select all. Everything's selected. Now you can either right click, right, and go to group model parts, or you can, if you don't have right click, that's fine, go to edit, right? But remember, you have to have select all, Command all, and then we're going to edit, right, group model parts. Okay, whichever one works for you, you press it. Now it's all grouped, this whole particular part. Now make sure you're in move. Okay, I'm just going to move it up a little bit. See, move. All right, now I can slice it and see how long, an hour and 21 minutes. Not bad. For me, this is the dynamic settings. You can have whichever ones you want, but these are my preferred settings that I just input. So knowing that and moving forward, as long as you have the settings that are right for you, I'm going to just save to the disk, okay? And we can call it whatever you want, but I want to call it the same name of the file, Broken Fix. Okay, that's the name of it. So we're going to call it Broken, right, Fix, and then save it to the desktop. Voila, and there it is. And now this one, and you can also preview it, which if you press right here, see, and then we'll scroll that out of the way, get that out of the way, and you can see how it will print. See that? So that's your first layer, and then it just keeps going up until it gets to 138 layers, which will take an hour and 21 minutes, 6 grams of ingredients of your filament, and 2.15, I guess, milliliters. All right. So knowing that and moving forward, we can close it, or you can save it, whatever you want to do. I have the original here, but I'd hate to split that all in the mesh with the mesh tool and do that again. You know, so you can always save this. You decide. Hopefully, I won't have to print this again. But in the meantime, for me, I'm just going to close it, and let's send it to the printer and see what happens. All right, so this is how it originally prints, and this is why you need to know how to mesh and use that plugin so that you can split everything up and only print the parts you need. And by default, you know, they just, I guess they assume you know how, but basically once you figure it out, you do know how. But some creators of STL files actually leave 2 versions of the files in there, one like this, and some will actually leave individual parts for you, so you don't have to go through and even maybe you will never find this video. But if you found this video, it's because you just need to know how to basically separate the parts so they're not stuck together, and you only need to print the one that you need. So as you can see, but it's a really nice way of putting everything together, so it just prints at one. And as you can see, the printer is well tuned because it just printed this, and all I have to do is fold all the pieces so they fit together. But let's see how that one piece prints. And there it is. It's just printing away that one particular part that we were able to slice away and ungroup and regroup so that we can have. This is the Wally. This is the part that we wanted to fix and replace, which is that right there. And this whole, it comes with this whole thing because basically it broke trying to put it together, and I just needed that one particular part. So on that note, and moving forward, we can check out what's here. Let's see. Voila. Kind of neat, huh? Instead of printing for 16 hours straight, we were able to break it up into little pieces. And let's see if, oh, it comes right off. See what happens when you wait with the build plate. And the only thing we didn't print were those pieces that go in here. We could have done that, but who knows? Maybe we can salvage the other part, right? So knowing that and moving forward, let's check it out and see. I'm just going to bring this down and see what we can salvage with Wally. All right. So look at that. See, we managed to salvage it. This was the part that I had trouble with, getting that part up. This part we know, oh wow, look at that. we printed moving parts. Now here's the tricky part. Getting this part up, right? And in there. Looks like we can salvage the parts that were here. And if we can somehow do it, right, without breaking it this time. Nice. And I believe we did it. See? Voila. So you just finagle it in. And now we should be able to put Wally back together again. Maybe, you know, we may have to print his head again, because if I remember right, I did glue it. If that makes any sense, but that's okay. Let's just take him apart, right? See, that drawer opens up, and then this part, these little things right here slide out. It's amazing how this can print this way if it lets us. It's really in there. So we should be able to somehow open it a little bit, right? You know what? Maybe we could use the back of this. Or maybe we could use a screwdriver to somehow pop it up. See? Voila. Oh, nice. Looks like we could reuse these pieces. See? And if we slide them out, maybe I should have printed it with, or somehow take another piece out. Oh no, even if I did print it like that, these would have to go in there. Let's see if we can somehow finagle this so that these parts come out. Oh yeah, it looks like they should, to be honest with you. We should be able to somehow... No, they're really in there. Wow. Whoops. Okay, we got them out by twisting them. So now, if we could remove... Don't worry, it's still in good shape. See that? So we'll finagle it so that we can get the other parts in. And somehow, we may have to print his head again. But that's okay. Oh no, as long as it's moving, I think we're good. So it's just finding that sweet spot, right? So without breaking them, so that well, the eyes come out. Don't worry about it. That part. There's finding that right angle, which is right there, where he pops in and out, where these two little things are. You'll see that there's like a little groove. And again, his eyes pop out. You turn it, twist it, and then you push it in. Turn it, twist it, then this part we broke off, but that's okay. You know, we could live with that. So now we know which one, and the reason why I needed to print another one is because, see the good one, and the not so good one is, gosh, it's hard to tell which is which. Oh, the one that's bent, and this one's glued. We glued it, but we want Wally to have full flexibility. So I glued it because I broke it, trying to do what I just did, and see, now this one, Wally has full structure. And then what we can do is we can, this part's a little tricky, but as you saw, we were able to take it out. Now we can try and put it back. And I believe it's this way. See that? So head goes up. Be careful. So if you have to apply pressure, that means it can break. Okay. So this we know opens, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to just leave his grooves in, right? Maybe just do it so that they both happen at the same time, simultaneously. So we put it in and then somehow turn. See that? Put it in. So you have to do the same thing with this one. So they both have to somehow go in and turn, in and turn, in. Whoops. So we'll do, but both at the same exact time. See? Voila. And then this is how it printed, believe it or not, together. It's just phenomenal. Except, did I do that right? Yeah, I did it right. And so this goes down like that. All right. Pull this little drawer thingy out. And then this snaps in like that. Be careful because you don't want to print it again. Whoop, see, voila. And then, wow, it actually fits better than it did before. Like a jigsaw puzzle. And Wally is back together again. Now you can give it to your kid, say go have fun, and they might come back and say, hey Dad, it broke, can you fix it? And you'll be like, sure, I got this. And in about an hour instead of 16 hours, right? Which is how long it takes to print the full base of the body. But you know, now we know the trick to it. Eyes are a little bit tricky. See, they go like that. They go in, and you just pop in. They don't go in, like there's no deep hole. You just basically push them in like that. See? You could glue them, but don't push them too hard because you don't want to break them. And his eyes are just, I guess it's designed to be like Wally and move. And you see the groove right in there? You match that groove with this, and then you put it in and turn it. So watch. Put it in. Hold it gently. Remember, because if we break it, and you don't want to break that part like I did with the last one. Okay? So now you just have to find that sweet spot somehow. And don't worry if the eyes fall out. Whoops, I broke one of his little thingies, but that, you know, that happens. Let's see, I might have to print his eyes again. Let's see what the trick is though. Once we figure out what the trick is, maybe that way. See, you can't do it that way. So it really has to be sideways inside of that groove, right? And then once you get it, see, I got it, sort of, because we're still missing the back of his, but maybe I'll print his eyes again so that we could have a better, whoops, feel for it. Don't drop his eyes. So the eyes go in and out really easily, and then maybe I'll print them again so that you guys can have the full, see, but look, his head moves, which is great, up and down like a robot. You could glue his eyes, because I don't know why they don't, you know, they can go up, down, a little left, a little right. Or you can do like I did with the other piece, which was just glue it. But he's a robot. He's supposed to be a little discombobulated. As for the other pieces, you know, who knows, maybe glued is better, you know. But what we could do is we can bring him forward, right, with the head, and then push it back. See? So now it's holding stationary, and then you just push his eye, bring him up, and in, and then voila. And we have Wally, somewhat, I think maybe I'll print it again, but just as, I wonder if I can print, you know, the back piece, see if I can splice it. But either way, it's still good. Look at that. Eyes might be better glued or not. You decide. Look, he's just looking at you. Anyway, that's pretty much sums it up. Hopefully you'll have a similar experience or even better putting Wally back together. Kind of neat, huh? Was able to put Humpty Dumpty back together again, and with the correct parts. It's just a matter of time before the build is complete. I think I've reached a point in 3D printing where, you know, I'm just printing one piece a day, and one piece here, one piece there, where there's like no rush. Like I'm happy with where I am now with the 3D creation. And this is just something, what'll probably take a week to finish, whereas before when I just unboxed it, I was like, I would stay up all night. So now I'm pretty much balancing it out, and hopefully you'll reach that hump too, and or milestone, whatever you want to call it. And you know, you'll just tinker and let it flow as you go. Anyway, I hope this video helped you in better understanding how to ungroup the parts, so that if you only need one part, you can just use your time wisely. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below, or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.